Pressed, apparently, that Zali Steggall is a lawyer. I, on the other hand, don't give a rat's ass if people, at first glance, if someone is a lawyer. I prefer to view people on the basis of what they do rather than what they say. Peter Van Onselen's article yesterday made great pains to distinguish between his view of Tony Abbott's opinions on climate change and the lovely, delightful opinions of Zali Steggall. Of course, the opinions that Zali might espouse seem somewhat in conflict with her actions. There was a photo of Zali Steggall, apparently taken in the driveway of her home. I might stand to be corrected. Standing next to a white Nissan Pathfinder SUV, which would certainly generate more filthy, disgusting greenhouse gases than, let's say, a Toyota Camry hybrid or a fully electric vehicle. I was standing outside the ABC a week or two ago when climate change hypocrite Richard Di Natale arrived for the Insiders program. There's a tram stop just on the corner of Sturt Street down there under the ABC sign, near the ABC sign. A tram stop, but Richard didn't arrive by tram. He arrived by chauffeur-driven Commonwealth limo. I wasn't able to determine from the badges on the car whether it was a 6-cylinder or a V8, but given the luxury standard of the vehicle, I would be very surprised if it was not a V8. But climate change hypocrite Richard Di Natale arrived at the ABC studios in a chauffeur-driven Commonwealth limo instead of arriving by tram, or heaven forbid, he could have even ridden a bike. And he departed from the studio in precisely the same chauffeur-driven luxury as that by which he had arrived. I also came down here to Q&A one night. There was an international jet-setting climate change spruiker, Jeffrey Sachs, was appearing on the program that Monday night. And when the program finished, after he had been banging on about climate change all night, I was waiting with my trusty GoPro, and I said, "Jeffrey, I heard you banging on about climate change in there. Did you fly out to Australia?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "What's the go with banging on about climate change and then turning around and flying around the world in greenhouse gas belching jet aircraft?" And he said, "Well, I had to." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, I was being given an honorary degree from Monash University." So naturally I had to come in person to get the honorary degree. Greenhouse gas emissions don't enter into his calculations when he's being given an honorary degree. So I called out Jeffrey Sachs for his climate change hypocrisy as well. Bill Thompson for Outside Insiders.